Howdy. Hope everyone is doing well. So thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it, as always. I don't know why. My phone cord just doesn't seem to like my USB on my plug-in lamp, which is very strange. Looks kind of dark. Hey, Amy, who else just popped in that I didn't see? Oh, okay, there we go. That's better. So I see Lynn, Melody, Pete, Greg, Deborah, and Amy. Thank you all for tuning in. There's 8 others. So there it goes. That was weird. Maybe it did that because it was fully charged? That's probably what it was. It's going, it's going. What is this from? Oh, this is from when I ordered that movie posters. I'm not really close, am I? So I can move the tripod a little bit closer to me so I can be backed up a little bit. I hope you all had a good Saturday. Is it fuzzy? Maybe we can try plugging in. Here, let's try something here. Oop. See if I can get some more light on. Oh, it does work in here. Okay. I'm going to put some more light on in here. All right. Let's see if I add some more light. It won't be so fuzzy. I'm going to move my ring. Move my ring light a little bit closer. Maybe that'll be. Oh, just because there's light in here already. Let's see if that helps. There. Oh, because it's clear on my end. Yeah, I put 2 lights on, and then I've got an overhead light. Hopefully that's a little bit better. But anywho, so today was just kind of a lazy day. I, woke up. Actually, I had to price a few things for my sale. I didn't price anything at all because yesterday I decided to, what did I do? I went out to check out a new store. I needed some storage for my inventory room. With getting organized. So there's going to be at least what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little, kind of like a reseller's vlog, I guess you could say. Hi, Val. How are you? So what I am going to do with that is I am going to basically show you all like what my inventory room looks like, what I've got going on in there, my plans to help get it organized, and kind of show you the step-by-step process of what I plan on doing, like how I plan on like reorganizing it and making it more functional instead of just wasted space. So that should be a fun segment for me. If you were at my, what was it? It was my Thursday sale, which I'll be doing, or at least attempting to do 2 sales a week if I can. For the months of April and the months of May, I will be doing at least 2 sales just to build up a little extra money. Because I've got Lynchburg at the end of the month, and I want to save up as much money as I possibly can for that. So I want to try to do a lot more listings and sell more stuff to you all live with the hopes that I raise a little extra funds. And then, so that way I'll have money to shop till I drop when I'm out in Virginia. And I have a friend coming in And at the end of May next month, I guess you can say, because we're now in April. So yeah, that'll be fun. And they're an avid thrifter as well, so I want to make sure that I can take them to all the places I like to go, and I want to have funds for that as well. And it's tax season. I have to go see my CPA for my taxes next week, so crossing my fingers, I either don't owe anything or I just break even or whatever the case may be. But yeah, for a while there, it just seems like every place that I was going, I was spending $100 in each place. When I was out I decided to go to Woodstock. There's I always want to call it Valley Antiques and Uniques. What is it called there? So I went to the Shenandoah Valley Flea. I went to, I think it was called Valley Treasures in Woodstock. And then I went to Country Road Antiques. I actually only spent $33 there. It was at Shenandoah Valley Flea Market that I spent over $100. Hi, Jack. Coda, how are you? So it just seemed like I was going through a phase where that was like the selling price point was over $100. So I was trying to cool down a little bit. I'm gonna try to build my accounts back up as best I can, and not do shopping and focus on selling and getting myself organized, so that way I'm not stuck with a mountain that I've created for myself. So yeah, just keep your eyes peeled for 2 sales in a week. Of course, anything that's bought at my Thursday sales, I will combine with the Saturday sales stuff. One of the ideas that I have for maybe like doing a quick, maybe an hour, maybe 2-hour stream, if I can find a spot to do it, is maybe doing like a shop my shelves kind of a thing, where I price items before they make it to the live sales, and I like from thrift stores, for example, because I do a lot of thrifting, and I thought, well, why don't I maybe just do like a shop my shelves? I'll put a bunch of stuff out, I'll have it priced, and if people want it, I'll just write their names on the tags from me. But we'll see what happens. I have a lot of ideas in mind of what I want to do, but I gotta get the ball rolling first. I gotta get into that room. I gotta organize some things. I have to make it better in there, because right now it's an itchy show, and you guys will see that when I do the vlogs that I'm anticipating on doing, because I've always said it. I love shopping, but it's just sometimes it gets overwhelming. Hi, Chad. Good to see you. So I will. Then of course, I put up my eBay sale videos every month for y'all to see. March was a little slower than I remember January and February being. But I think that's just normal, and I just need to keep up with listing items, and so there's not going to be a shortage of that. I'll still have content for you all regarding like haul videos, because that seems to be what drives people to my channel. I try doing something else and it just doesn't do as well. Like I'll do a haul from like City Trends or Ross or whatever, and it just doesn't do as well as my antique store hauls or my thrift hauls. Not that I do a lot of thrift hauls anymore, but I do, it's Crazed Vintage Model. How are you? Yeah, that's probably true. Tax season, everyone's right. Yeah, SVS. We'll have to see what happens with that though, because the thrift haul stuff just sits on the floor, and I'm like, that's pointless. But you guys will see what I mean though, and when I do the videos of what exactly goes through my brain when I bring stuff into the house and whatnot. So that's kind of what I have in mind for that. And then I got trying to think of what else is going on. Just a lot of stuff in general. Lots of stuff going on. I know that D is probably still live right now. So of course, that's why I shoot the breeze for 15 minutes before I start selling. Trying to think of what else. Oh, I went to a yesterday because I wanted to check out a new store that we have here. It's called Ocean State Job Lot. Um, I don't know if y'all have heard of it. I think it's basically, or it's a New England-based store. When the Christmas tree store went out, they the spot where that place used to be was vacant for a while, and then I guess Ocean State Job Lot decided to make their way over into our neck of the woods. And then when Bed Bath & Beyond closed, they turned it into a Crunch Fitness here. So I wanted to give Ocean State Job Lot a little bit of like time to open up and have their grand opening because I didn't want to be around a bunch of people. So I went in there yesterday, and it's basically another Ollie's if y'all have never been to an Ollie's bargain outlet before. Uh, some stuff, I mean, was priced pretty reasonably. I mean, what did I buy? I think I bought like 2 snacks and 2 sweatshirts that I didn't really need, but bought anyway. The sweatshirts were like $8 a piece, and then the snacks were like nothing. So that was nice. So I didn't spend too much in there. Yeah, it's basically another Ollie's store if y'all have never shopped in one. And funny enough, our Ollie's is literally right on the other side of our mall. So you've got a shopping center with Target. There's a David's Bridal in there. There's Kohl's. There's Ross. And then the mall is like right in the middle. And then right on the other side of the mall where our Toys R Us used to be is where Ollie's is now. And Ollie's used to be over, and I'm trying to think of how to describe where it was. It used to be over by our Kmart, but then the Kmart closed here, and then they renovated the entire shopping center and made it look better, and now we have a grocery outlet. Yeah, Ocean State Job Lot, it's really funny because at one of our morning meetings, my managers were talking about, with Ocean State Job Lot opening up here and, all that stuff. Like, we have to kind of be on top of getting merchandise and everything out. And I'm just like, well, I was like, okay, yeah, of course, we want to make sure we're doing the best we can with our sales. But then when I go around, or when I went and checked it out, I'm like, they have the only store they have to worry about competing with is Ollie's because they're the same exact kind of a thing. They're not. We have no competition with them. They don't have a large apparel section. Well, they had some clothing, but it wasn't like TJ Maxx's or Marshall's or Ross or Burlington. It wasn't anything like that. It's Harry Humstone. How are you? But yeah, that's basically what it is. It's not in any way, shape, or form going to compete with TJX, I don't think, because they just don't have the same kind of stuff that we do. And yeah, that's the gist of it all. Oh, excuse me. So I'm trying to think, I think I've got 25 items to share with you all tonight. So I think yesterday or Thursday's sale was about 30, maybe a little bit less because I didn't sell some items because one item wasn't working or was not running like it should have been, and I have to tinker with that a little bit, but heck, I'll take what I can get. If anybody does buy anything today again, or claim anything tonight at the sale, I will, of course, be combining orders with the things you bought Thursday or claimed Thursday. I think what I'm going to do to lessen my blow for tomorrow is all the Thursday stuff that people claimed. I'm just going to get that prepped and ready to just go in the boxes. And then the stuff that is claimed tonight, I'll just go ahead and do that tomorrow. So that way I can spare myself the long time it's going to take. Because if y'all don't do live sales or don't ship out a lot of stuff, like all of us do, the shipping is what usually takes the longest. It's not like y'all get to see the fun stuff. You get to see us, showing the stuff, having a good time with y'all. And then behind the scenes, it's, you got to pack everything up. You got to make sure it's packed securely so that way it'll make it to your buyers. And, putting in boxes, making sure everything will fit in said boxes. So it's a very tedious process. Now the packing and getting it boxed up and everything is the tough part for anyone who does this. But it's the invoicing and such, that's a breeze. Like I can literally just copy and paste a bunch of stuff. It's that simple for me. So we've hit the 15-minute mark after shooting the breeze. So we will go ahead and start the sale. So if there's anybody here who has not purchased from me before, just make sure you send me your name, your YouTube name, your PayPal email, and your shipping address so I know where to send you your fantastic claims. I ship from Maryland here on the East Coast. So if you live in California or Texas or in Canada, the shipping can be kind of expensive. I do use Pirate Ship to get the cheapest rate possible for both you and I. And make sure that we head on over to Miss Pamela Blanchard after my sale tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then at 10 p.m. Eastern, you've got Trisha from Sandy and Auto, who has her regularly scheduled Saturday sale. And same with Katie of Vintage and Vinyl and Soulmate. Both of them will have their jewelry sale at 10 p.m. Eastern as well. I'm trying to think of who else or what else I'm missing here. Oh, yes. So I've been very diligent about making sure that you all get your invoices at least by Sunday, no later than Monday. If I do receive payment by Sunday night, I will have a scheduled pickup for Monday. I just put the items right out on my front porch and the post office comes and gets them. So, because I want y'all to get your stuff as soon as you pay for it instead of me waiting till the end of the week just to have it until everyone pays just for, to do one big shipment. Yeah, just for the remaining of April and for May, because I want to make sure just so I build up a little extra money. That's why I do it. And then I'm going to try to do listings as well, because I need to make sure that I'm on top of that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start the sale. Let's see what we want to start off with. Okay, we'll start with her. So this is, and I went to clean her up, and unfortunately the elastic was really old and was falling apart. So it's this, I think it's supposed to be a Bashful Charlotte. Here's what she looks like. She has the made in Japan. That's not going to focus well, is it? Let's try it again. Yeah, it was a red clock. I think it was a Telechron GE clock. Kitchen clock plastic, probably from the 60s. And like I said, her little elastic, the elastic that was holding her limbs was really, really brittle. So they just came off when I was taking a magic eraser to this lovely lady. So what I'm going to do is I've decided to sell her just like this with her arms missing, and somebody can reattach them with newer elastic so she stays loved. But no cracks, no chips, or anything like that on her. And if anyone would be interested in her little project, she's going to be $5, and she's number 15. $5, number 15 for the, I think it's called a Bashful Charlotte. Or Frozen Charlotte, I'm sorry, not a Bashful Charlotte. That's that's a flower frog. Oh, Lynn takes number 15. Thank you. Yep, all you got to do is go on to the craft store and get yourself a brand new thing of elastic, and you can fix her right up. And remember, folks, if you do have any claims from Thursday, they can be combined with today. So thank you so much. Oh, those were from the last week, so those can go right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put that stuff right over there so I know. Okay. So and there are some things that are going to be from, my camera. There we go. Some things are going to be from Thursday, so that way stuff has a second chance. Hi, Donna. Oh, fantastic. Thank you for letting me know. It's Sarah. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Let me give you that high five. Boom. So this is the Revere Manufacturing Co. Poodle Earring Holder. And it is marked Revere on the back, right there. Hi, Virginia. It's in good shape. I don't see any major issues with it. Still a very cute piece. I know that people do collect these. And if you would be interested in this piece, it is only $6. It's number 22. $6, number 22, for the Poodle earring holder. Hi, Valerie. Good to see you. What did somebody else say? And anything that doesn't sell the first go around, we will bring back for the second time. $6, number 22, for the Poodle, what's it called? Poodle earring holder. So this is really nice. This is a scarf. It looks like it's made of chiffon. It's a very thin material, like it's very see-through. Definitely not something you'd want to use as a cover-up because you can see right through that thing. Melody, good to see you. It looks like it's got some slight little snags in the thread, but that's all right. I mean, no holes. Kind of like a neat little tease kind of a thing. I don't know if y'all are going to be able to see some of the flaws. I guess maybe they are well, they're not really holes, I wouldn't say, would I? No, it's just part of the stretched out material. But it's nice and light. It'd be great for spring. I know that some people do tie these old scarves to luggage. Like I said, it is sheer because I'm holding it up over my face. You can still see me. Go ahead and fold this up. And if anyone would be interested in the sheer, I think it is chiffon. This is going to be $5 and it's number 8. $5, number 8, for the chiffon yellow and blue scarf. Hi, Joan, and it is very light. $5, number 8, for that, if anyone would be interested. I guess there's a light hole right here. Yeah, this is very like thin material, so I could understand why it may have some holes in it easily. Okay. So this is from my Saturday or my Thursday show. This is really cool. So this is a salt and pepper shaker set. I've got some other stuff right here I don't want to forget about. Hi, Karen. How are you? So this is a mailbox salt and pepper shaker set. And what's really cool, the salt and pepper shakers are the packages that go into the mailbox. How cool is that? Made in Hong Kong. What I like about it is the handle for the, hi, Kathleen. The handle for the, oh, that's what was going on. My tripod was sinking. Let me fix that. Sorry about that. I didn't realize that was going on. Just kind of nice. All right. So that's what this looks like. It's really cool. And no issues with it other than the fact that the acrylic or the plastic is a little scratched. There's even a spot for like a little spoon, I guess, for maybe for, I don't know, or toothpicks. Really neat. If anyone would be interested in the mailbox salt and pepper shakers, it is $8, number 4. Hi, Heather. $8, number 4 for the mailbox salt and pepper shakers. Very unique set. I've never seen anything quite like it. Hi, Ginger. Hi, Joan. Doing well. Hope you are too. I feel like this thing is very skewed. There, that's better. That's like very much angled. Okay, so what else do we want to show here? I got stuff down here too. So this is very fun. This is an ashtray. Let me take my tag off of here real quick. So this is a Las Vegas Hilton Hotel ashtray. Definitely don't give stuff out like this anymore. Hi, Christmas Joy. Good to see you. And what I like about it is it's almost like in the shape of a UFO, like a unidentified flying object. Or maybe this was a sign. Forgive me, y'all. That would spin by the Hilton. That's what that also reminds me of a little bit. Hi, Linda. Good to see you. And to everyone else who's joined, welcome aboard and thanks for tuning in. So this is, I guess this would be considered black glass. You can't see right through. Oh, wait, hold on. Nope, you can't see right through it, unfortunately. But it's very cool nonetheless. If you collect ashtrays, this would be a really cool one to add. If you would be interested in this, and by the way, the lettering looks to be in perfect shape. The Hilton Las Vegas ashtray is $10, and it is number 18. $10, number 18 for the Las Vegas Hilton ashtray. It looks like Poodle takes that. Thank you. Oh, I got stuff down here too. This got really dusted. Oh, you know what? We'll wait on that. Okay. Let's do this. This is fun. Hi, Lynn. This is awesome. This is a little souvenir item. This is a his and hers bank. His ball games, fishing, bowling, and poker. Hers, new hat, opera, furs, and jewelry. Now, this was, I guess, a souvenir for Virginia. Let me take this tag off real quick. It says Virginia is for lovers. And I guess these would have popped off so you could get the money out of them. Made of wood and metal. I just thought that would be a neat display item. Or heck, if you want to just put quarters away, whatever you want to do with it. If you would like the souvenir wooden bank, this is going to be $8, number 14. $8, number 14 for the wooden his and hers bank. Hi, Karina. Good to see ya. $8, number 14 for the his and hers. And I see Ginger for that. Thank you so much, Ginger. Let's do this. So this is really cool. I have no idea what its intended purpose is, but it's a Scotty dog. I want to say maybe it was for a towel or maybe an apron because his tail sticks out for like a hook. I have no idea on maker or age because I know Scotty dogs were made well into the 70s. And I think that that's just part of maybe from where the glaze missed on his nose. You could touch that up with something if you really wanted to, but that's just how it was made. Free of any cracks or chips. That would be fantastic to put your apron on or whatever you'd like to do. There is no damage to it. There's some crazing, but other than that, it's in good shape. And if you would like this, it's $10, number 27. Hi, Briarly. $10, number 27 for the Scotty Dog, I guess, hook. Be great in your 40s kitchen. $10, number 27. You know what? Did I forget some stuff? I just feel like I did. Unless I just moved it. I sworn, but you know what? Maybe I left it somewhere. All right. So let's do this, and then we'll go ahead and do the. Good to see you, Briar. So this is a Imperial Lennox paperweight with a flower, a butterfly in it. So the side that I'm holding is smooth. On the other side, you can feel the I guess it's considered an etching, the pressing of that mold. So it's just a clear glass paperweight. It does have some scratches, but it's still a very lovely piece. And if you would be interested in the Imperial Lennox, paperweight with the butterfly, it is $10, number 7. $10, number 7 for the butterfly paperweight. All right. Let's see. Oh, let's do these real quick. I must have forgotten to bring that one other item back. I don't remember what I did with it, though. Oh, no, it's underneath the records. Never mind. It's in here. Never mind. All right. So I do have some, I think these are 78s. I think these are 78s. So I have a whole bunch. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So there's 17 of these. So these are just 17. I think these are either 45s or 78s. I think they're 78s, but I could be wrong about that. So these are in not good shape. Let me be honest with you. I thought somebody could buy these and maybe make a project out of them. I've seen people take old records. Yep, 45s. That's what I was thinking. 45 records. So they take the records that are in bad shape and they make them into an art project. So they'll take, I think maybe they'll like glue these to like a canvas or something, or they'll just glue them together, kind of like this, like, you know, on top of each other or over each other, and they'll like wait for the paint to dry or the glue to dry, and then they'll like take paint and they'll just like spatter it all over it, kind of make it look really cool. And that's what these would be good for. So we'll just go over the titles real quick because they are double-sided. We've got a Motown record, Somebody's Watching Me, Rockwell. Okay, that's the same thing on that side. We have an Atlantic record from 1977 that says I Need You from Foreigner, and Cold as Ice by Foreigner. We've got Capitol Records, Tina Turner, I Wrote a Letter, and Let's Stay Together, also Tina Turner. We've got Motown Still, The Commodores with Lionel Richie from 1979. We've got Such a Woman, also by the Commodores. We have an Arista, Can't Smile Without You, Barry Manilow, as well as Sunrise, Barry Manilow. I had these a while ago, Ginger, and I did offer them at one point, and a couple people were interested in like one or two of them, but I really wanted somebody to have these and make something out of them. Sunny View, Jam on It by Nucleus from 1984. Oh, it's the same thing. Okay. We've got Epic, He Stopped Loving Her Today by George Jones, and A Hard Act to Follow, also George Jones. Arista Records, Never Gonna Fall in Love Again, Eric Carmen from 1776. No Hard Feelings. Arista, Nurse Shark by the Thompson Twins, and Doctor Doctor by the Thompson Twins. Yeah, Bobby Sherman is still alive. I think they just released news that he was diagnosed with like stage 4 cancer or something like that. We've got Philly Grove Records, Armed and Extremely Dangerous, First Choice, not from 1973. I'm Gonna Keep on Loving Him, First Choice. Another Motown, Hello, Lionel Richie from 1983. You Mean More to Me, also Lionel Richie, 1982. Honky Tonk Dancer from 1980. Barnes, Van Zant, and Steel from the A&M album Wild Eye Southern Boys. And then Fantasy Girl by .38 Special. Epic, Stereo 45 RPM. Oh, there, it gives it away right there, 45 from 1982. Wanna Be Startin' Something, Michael Jackson. And on the back of it, it is the instrumental of that song. This one is RSO, Rest Your Love on Me, Bee Gees, 1978. And then Too Much Heaven. I like the song Too Much Heaven. And then an Atlantic, I Hope That Something Better Comes Along, Kermit and Rolf, Jim Henson, The Muppets, from the Muppet movie. And then Rainbow Connection from the Muppets movie. And like I said, these are all scratched and dinged. And If We Make It Through December by Merle Haggard, 1973. And Bobby Wants a Puppy Dog for Christmas from 1973 as well. And then Blue Christmas by Freddie Hart from 1973, Freddie Hart and the Heartbeats. And then I Believe in Santa Claus. So all of these records can be yours. Again, they're going to be really inexpensive because they do have damage. And again, I think they'd be great for a project. So you're going to get 17 45 records. And remember, folks, these can go media mail because they are records. You get 17 45 records for $16, number 16. So that's what, less than $1 a piece? A little less than $1 a piece. So $16 for all of those records. For 17 of them, number 16. So $16, number 16 for anyone who's interested in those. Oh, you met David Cassidy in 1971? That's awesome. Okay. So I have a choice of pins to offer you all tonight. And these are just like little miniature pins. Here's a fishy. I don't know if he's supposed to be a puffer fish. Green and yellow. I wonder if he glows. Let me look. No, no glow. This cute little fishy fish. And then we've got a seahorse. With a red, I don't know if it's painted or if it's an actual red stone. Very cool. And then I've got this Johnette Jewelry horse. Now the horse does have some damage to the enamel paint right there on his leg. Oh yeah, is it Fort? Fabian Fort, I think is his name. He was a teen heartthrob in the 60s. I know that much. In fact, I actually have a program with a bunch of those teen heartthrob singers, and Brenda Lee's in there, Fabian Fort is in there, I think Frankie Avalon's in there. Brenda Lee is in it. Oh, it's a really cool magazine. I got it at Round Top when I was there 3 years ago almost. Oh, and Lynn got to meet Fabian too. How cool is that? I think the only celebrity that I've ever really ever encountered was when I was a baby, and I guess we were in Baltimore. I think Mom would probably remember this better than I would. But we were, I think, at the Baltimore Aquarium, if I'm not mistaken, and Queen Latifah was there. And I think Mom said, she was like, "What's up, little man?" I think that's how the story goes. Could be very, very wrong about that. So, yep, you're going to get the choice of 3 of these pins. They are small. They are not very big at all. So the seahorse, the fish, or the horse, the Johnette Jewelry horse. So again, you're getting a choice, and they are $10 each. Number 5. Oh, so I do remember the story correctly. It was at the Baltimore Aquarium where we saw Queen Latifah. So $10 each on the pins, number 5. And I do see Poodle for that. Thank you very much, Poodle. And which one would you like, or would you like all of them? This was years ago. Dad and I were let's not break the merchandise before it sells. We were at an estate sale, and it was one of those Sears homes that I think you bought. Dad would probably remember which one I'm talking about. You like the puffer and the seahorse. Fantastic. Thank you. That means the Johnette Jewelry horse is still available. Thank you, Poodle. But yeah, we were at an estate sale that was in an old Sears house, and I remember the cast iron fencing around it. Hi, Marilyn. And Dad was looking around at some of the stuff. I think it was in the dining room or something, and he found an autograph book, and there were a bunch of celebrities in there. I can't remember which ones, but one of them was funny. He told me it was Marilyn Monroe, and it was not. It was Marilyn Maxwell. But I can't remember who else was in that book, but it was a really cool autograph book. He would probably remember better than I would. Oh, why did my tags thing fall over? Oh, you want the horse one, Val? That one is yours too. Thank you. Horsey is yours. Okay. Well, thank you very much. So let me take my tag off first. It was in Potomac. Bob Hope, Irene Ryan, who played Grandma or Granny on the Beverly Hillbillies, Frank Sinatra, and a bunch of others. That is awesome. Well, yeah, I want to show it. Did I mess that up? Why is it okay? Because I'm on the PC or on the phone. Thank you very much. So yeah, there were a bunch of people in there, and it's really cool. I haven't looked at it in a while. We bought that when we were still living in Moco, I think. Yeah, because we don't have estate sales where I'm at, right? Oh, it's okay. We knew what you meant. So I was when Katie and I did our industrial sale right beforehand. I had showed her a really cool lot of things that I'd gotten on eBay. Oh, you meant the entire Brat Pack, or the Rat Pack, not the Brat Pack. The Brat Pack is that '80s thing, the '80s movies, Molly Ringwald and Emilio Estevez and Judd Nelson and all that. That's the Brat Pack. The Rat Pack was Peter Lawford, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., and Frank Sinatra, right? There was only four of them? Was it four? Dean Martin, Peter Lawford, Sammy Davis Jr., and Frank Sinatra. Unless I'm missing someone. Anyway, so I have one of these, and Joey Bishop. I always forgot Joey Bishop. So this is from 1961. This is a Coca-Cola tray. And it's featuring a glass of Coke being poured, or a bottle of Coke being poured into a glass amid a bunch of pansies. Now, what's nice about this is that it has a hook on it. So I will send this along with the tray so you can just hang it right on the wall. And I'm probably going to take a picture of this so that way I know where to get these. Oh, some people have met some of the most incredible folks. But yeah, this is a really cool tray. I've had it before, and I got this for a really good deal. So I will, I'm selling this to you all for a really good deal. And of course, I'm including the disc on the back. It's going to be $15, and it's number 9. $15, number 9 for the 1961 Coca-Cola tray with the pansies. Great little addition for springtime if you like Coca-Cola or just pansies. And I did see some claims for that, so thank you very much to those who... I wonder if I can fix this. No, I'm not going to even touch it. All right, Donna, thank you. So I won a cool little lot on eBay. And let me show you all the tray that came with it real quick. So I scroll through eBay all the time just to see what's on there, see if somebody missed something or if something's a really good deal. And I was looking at a lot, and they didn't really have the title really, like, it was a very vague description of what they had, and it was a lot of things like photographs and a Coca-Cola bottler magazine, that tray. But what really made me want this lot was this tray here. So this is just a tip tray, and I believe that is Hilda Clark. And how I knew that this was original, it's probably going to be hard for y'all to see, but under Delicious, it says Standard Advertising Company, Coshocton, Ohio. I don't know if it's going to focus for y'all real well, but it says it right underneath there. So this tip tray that I'm holding is from about, I think, 1899 to 1900. And you do not see these on the market at all because I guess they're just really hard to find. But you see the reproductions because I think in 1977, Coke reissued this tray, I think both in tip and like in the larger version of this tray for the 75th anniversary of, I think, the Coca-Cola bottling plant. But yeah, like I said, I was scrolling through that listing and looking at what they had, and I saw this in the pictures, and I'm like, you know, that something about that is catching my eye here. And, you know, I took a closer look and I saw that marking on the bottom, and I was like, you know, that's a legitimately old tray. And she's a little messed up on her face there, but you know what? This thing is well over 100 years old, and it's for it to be in the condition it's in is quite remarkable. So that is in my collection right now, but I thought y'all might like to see that because that was, I couldn't believe that. I literally, I'm not kidding you. I obsessively watched that listing forever, like last few days, and I saw that the bids weren't going up like too high, but I put like a crazy number in there because I was like, I want that tray so bad. So I was like, I kid you not, I was obsessively watching it. If I had any time, I'm like, oh, what's it at? Is anybody else going to bid on it? And yeah, I got it for such a steal. And that was well worth it. Okay, back to the sale. Oh, let's do this. This is a really great color for spring. Let's just hope to God I don't drop it. And it's funny, I actually showed that to her before our sale, or actually it was after our sale, because we usually like to do a little chit chat afterwards. So this tray, this is not a tray, this is a teapot. It's a green teapot. And I just was attracted to the color of it. I just thought it would make a great piece for spring. Hi, one Miss Bucket. Let me take my tag off of here. I can barely make out what it says on the bottom because it's so faint. It says Pour Right U.S. Patent something. That's what it says on the bottom. And the bottom I did try to clean with a magic eraser, and it didn't really do anything, surprisingly. But it's a nice little teapot, and the color is great for springtime. The green, it's almost like a 70s green. You know that like apple lime green color that was very popular back in the 70s? That's what it reminds me of, like a mixture of the two. It does, you know, Karen, it really does look like Fiesta, or almost like a color that Fiesta would have used, or probably would, or still uses today. But it's a nice little teapot. This would probably go in an 11 by 7 by 5, even after it was all wrapped up, or maybe even a 12 by 8 by 10. But it's still a very cutesy piece. No cracks or chips. If anyone would be interested in this teapot, it is $12. It's number 13. $12, number 13, for the green teapot. And like I said, no cracks or chips. Here's the lid. And I did just rinse it out, so it is raring to go. Oh, we had some stuff down here too. All right, so just so nobody gets freaked out, clown alerts. So anybody who doesn't like clowns, just look away for a quick second, because I'm going to offer this guy real quick, so that way he's not freaking anybody out. So I have this guy. This is a clown planter. Oh, Linda DeBruin takes number 13. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. So here's what it looks like. I have no idea who made it, but that's, you know, it's a clown planter. I almost want to say, if you can find the right flower frog the size of this, you could turn this into like a marble holder, maybe even a pen holder. You just have to find the right one that goes in here. I have one downstairs that might fit this. So if somebody does buy this and they want a flower frog to go with it, I will gladly include it. I know, every freaking sale I've got a clown. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm helping get them out of here. So yeah, so this clown, let's just go ahead. I don't see any, well, there's a little bit of damage to this blue area right here. But other than that, it's in good shape. No, he's not too spooky, but I don't want to freak Dad out. So if anyone wants the clown planter, it's $10, number 10. $10, number 10, for the clown planter. And if you would like me to see if that flower frog fits this, I will gladly do so. Ginger takes that. Thank you very much. Ooh, so I'll rinse this out before I send it because it's got some dirt in it. All right. Yeah, the clown is my dad. That's very true. Donna, I like that. I like clowns that don't breathe. Ceramic is fine. That's a good one. Thank you, Ginger. Oh, let's do this. For anybody here who likes clear glass, I've got a few of those. Or I got a few pieces of it that I'm hoping y'all will like. So this is something I offered this a few weeks ago, and I didn't realize the extent of the damage to it. But I, of course, dropped the price on it. It's just this clear glass, ruffled, edged vase. I guess you can call it a vase. I didn't realize even after I bought it that there was some damage to some of the ruffles. Let's see. Like there's a chip right here. I did smoothen it out. Like what do they call that? I sanded it down so it wasn't sharp. You have to do that a little bit more. But there are a couple of spots where it's a bit rough, but I did, again, sand it down to make sure it wasn't sharp. Again, I may have to do that again in some spots. But it almost blends in with the ruffles, and that's probably why I didn't even notice it at first. And if I'm not mistaken, this is possibly a Bristol piece. That's from the manufacturer, and it looks like a bubble that didn't pop. But it's still a really nice piece to display, I think, even despite the flaws on the ruffles. Let's put a light in it and see if maybe that helps it a little bit. So this measures, did I bring a tape measure? Oh, yes, I do. It's right here. So from the top of the ruffle to the base, it's about 10 3/4 inches tall. So it's a really neat piece. Like I've seen like blue Bristol. I think I've seen pink Bristol, but I've never seen clear. If that's who made this. Very cool. So if anyone would be interested in this, flaws and all, it's going to be $15, and it's number 1. $15, number 1, for the Bristol ? Ruffled vase with the flaws to the ruffles. Yeah, wouldn't that be great with tulips in it? And like I said, even despite the damage, which, like I said, blends right into it because I didn't even notice it at first, it's still a very nice piece of old clear glass. What else do we have here? Oh, let's do this because this is very nice. So all my pins have sold. Thank you very much, everyone. So this is a piece of EAPG. I love the texture of this. I just think this is absolutely fantastic. I love touching it. It's just got a really neat design to it. So this is a Richards and Hartley EAPG forgive me if I butcher this, Fanchon Block and Fan Creamer. This is from about circa 1888. Richards and Hartley glass was in business from 1865 to 1891. So a 26-year period. 26? Yes, 26. And I just love that design. I just think that that is fantastic, and it is just so cool to hold a piece. Is that a chip? It looks like we've got a small little ding on the bottom right here where my finger is. But it is still a very cool piece to display nonetheless, or use if you would like to. Let's see if my light helps enhance it a little bit better. Look at that. I mean, it is a stunner, you guys. And for it to be, how old would this be? If it's from 1888, so that's 137 years old. It's quite remarkable, I think. And if you would like, did I put a price on this? I don't think I did. I was thinking, or maybe I did put a price on it. Nope, I didn't. But I was thinking somewhere in the ballpark. Did they call them milk jugs or creamers? This looks like a creamer to me, but it's big. It's a big creamer. So I think I was thinking for shooting for 15 for this. If you would be interested in that, since I don't want to say one of the other numbers that I have already, we'll just do. Yeah, I mean it's not big, but it's, if I put it up on my shoulder, it's not as big as my head. And it measures, I'll do a measurement for you. From the edge of the ruffles to the base, it's a little over about 5¼ inches tall. Yeah, it's a small one. Yeah, it's not a very big one. So we'll just do, so I said we'll do $15 for this, and just put number 44. So $15, number 44 for the Richards, Hart and Hartley Fanchon Block Fan Creamer. And again, it's from circa 1888. Ran for 20, or the glass company ran for 26 years. And I do see some claims on that, so thank you very much. And Donna gets that. Thank you. Yeah, you know what? I saw that piece and I was like, that looks really, really cool. And it just, the color, or not the color, like, there's no color to it, it's clear. The texture of it was really cool, and I was immediately attracted to it. Oh, thanks, Poodle, for stopping in. We've missed you here. So I have seen or looked this up all over the place. I cannot find it anywhere. Yep, I sure did. No worries. I can combine all that for sure. So this, I almost want to say it was somebody's project. I bought this when we were in Memphis, but they did such a good job on it. But, I tried looking it up and I couldn't find anything, but the bottom of it makes me think that it was somebody's project. But they did, like I said, it was done very, very well, I think. And there's no cracks or chips to it. If you happen to be interested in it, it is only $12. It's number 20. So it's $12, number 20, for the pink butterfly with the flowers. $12, number 20, for the butterfly. So this I offered at my I offered this on Thursday. It did not sell, so I am bringing it back. This is a Norcrest pheasant. I believe that this is the female pheasant. It is in really good condition. No cracks or chips anywhere, not even on the beak. And I guess they were sold as a pair, both the male and the female. It was $2.99 originally for both from a place called Moose's. If you would be interested in the female pheasant figurine by Norcrest, this is $10 and it's number 23. $10, number 23 for the female pheasant figurine. If you collect birds or bird figurines and you don't have a pheasant, she would make a great addition to that. And Linda takes that. Thank you. Pheasant is coming your way. Okay. So this is a very beautiful piece. This is, and when I saw the birds on it, I knew that this was Hofbauer. Hofbauer crystal, I think, was popular in what, the 80s? If I'm not mistaken. And I'm a little late on Valentine's, but this is a heart trinket box. You've got the bird on there. Thank you very much. So here's what it looks like. I don't see any damage to it whatsoever, but it is a beautiful heart box. And if you collect the Hofbauer pieces, this would make an excellent addition to your collection. We shine the light in there. I think that might help it a little bit. Look at that. Okay, let's not break it. I'm going to hold it like that. There we go. Better. Doesn't it look pretty? So it's 2 pieces. And even despite my flaw or my little mishandling, it looks like it is still good. I don't feel any cracks or chips or anything on it. Right, a minor heart attack. If you would be interested in the Hofbauer Crystal Heart Box, this is going to be $18 and it's number 3. $18, number 3 for the Hofbauer Crystal Bird Trinket Box. Hi, Cindy. Good to see ya. All right. And I believe that goes to Melody Morris. Thank you very, very much. So this is very, very cool. I've had a lot of chalkboard pieces, but I've never had one this large before. This is a black poodle. And it's in overall good condition, I would say. There are a couple of spots where it is chipped over the ears. But there's no repairs. I mean, nothing. Here's the back. And I want to say that this was made in the 60s. I don't see any makers for like Miller Studios or anything on it. But like I said, there is some cosmetic issues to it, but you know, you got to expect that with older pieces. There is still the little, well, it's kind of barely holding on. The little metal piece that you hang it on the wall with. I would get something new to put that on or to hang this if you were to do that. Or if you were going to maybe prop it into like a plate stand or something like that. So this piece measures, let's go from the back to the base. So it's about 13 inches long. And then from the, so it's about 5 inches wide. Very mid-century modern, very mid-century modern. I think there was one that actually, so this poodle's on its hind legs, but I think there's one that's laying down, like all 4. is on the. I just want to say that it came with this one. I don't remember what happened to the other one, but this one is fantastic, despite the paint issues and some of the flaws. But it still displays really nicely, I think. And if you would be interested in the Poodle Chalkware wall hanging, this is going to be $24, and it's number 19. $24, number 19, for the black and gold Poodle Chalkware wall hanging. It's fantastically mid-century. It would look awesome hanging on a wall, or if you just collect Poodle items. Again, it's $24, number 19, for the Poodle Chalkware. Attempts to do a little bit of cleaning up on this thing. Just using alcohol wipe. All right. Yeah, the colors are fantastic on it, right? I guess that cleaned it up a little bit. Yeah, there's still some. I forgot to rinse this out the last time that I showed it. So I'm re-showing it. I will, of course, rinse it, clean it, whatever I need to do. This is, I believe, to be like a little Empoli vase. It's amber, so I know it would look great among mid-century or boho. Just wiped it out with a little bit of alcohol, or like an alcohol wipe that I had handy in here. Here's what it looks like. So let's go ahead and shine my light in it. I guess that's not really doing it justice, but so I will, before I ship this out, I'll rinse it out because I guess I didn't do the best job doing so. But it's great for fall time, or if you collect amberglass or Empoli. And if you would like this vase, it is $12, number 21. $12, number 21, for the Empoli glass. Look at that optic design right in there. I see Deborah Williams for that. Thank you. Fantastic. Let's do these items. So this was left over from my industrial sale. This is one of those Scotch tape tins. This is for silicone rubber electrical tape, made by the 3M company, number 70. And what's really cool about this tin is if you open it up and you look inside the tin, it gives you some tips on what to do for with the electrical tape. So taping tips with Scotch brand electrical tape, number 70. It's a very high temperature splicing tape composed of a fully cured inorganic silicone backing with a silicone pressured sensitive adhesive. And it just gives you other tactical tips for how to use it. So it's in good shape overall. I mean, of course, you're going to see some wear and tear to it because it's old. But still a really cool display piece for spring, summer, and even into fall and winter. So it's a universal all year round tin. So if you would be interested in this tin, it is only $6, number 24. $6, number 24, for the Scotch silicone rubber electrical tape tin. I love that contrast of the yellow and the plaid. I think that looks awesome. I know that people were at one point collecting the Scotch tape tins. And I think though there are some folks who have the displays, like the store displays, and they want to add some of the tints to it to kind of recreate what it looked like in a general store back in the day, or like a hardware store and such. So that's a really cool one. So I do have another piece of glass that I think is really cool looking. This is I actually got this in Tennessee too. This is a Fostoria Lafayette pattern uh, divided dish. It's satin. I love the handles on it. I think that's really cool. Now you could clean this up and you could serve nuts and M&Ms and maybe some raisins or something like that in it. Like I said, it is satin. And I don't know, or not, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm sorry, it's not satin, it's frosted. It's frosted glass, not satin glass. I don't, satin is more of like a different kind of, but you get the idea. I meant to say frosted. We are taking a trip, Cindy. We just haven't decided yet. We haven't figured out where we're going or anything like that just yet. This is a very nice piece. I will shine the light on it for y'all to see. No cracks or chips. Here, maybe let's do it better this way. So it definitely has a nice elegance to it. Again, there's no cracks or chips or anything. And if anyone would like the Fostoria Lafayette divided dish that is frosted, not satin, it's $15, number one. $15, number one, for the Fostoria Lafayette divided dish in frosted glass, not satin. I don't know what possessed me to think that it was satin. Valerie takes that. Thank you very much. Oh, let's do this before I do this. All right, so this is just a little German, I think it's supposed to be a celery dish. Like, it's a very small one. It's not very big. Thank you. And thank you to everyone else who's made claims tonight as well, if I didn't say so before. Greatly appreciate that. It says Germany on it. And if I'm not mistaken, that says celebrate or celebrate. Yeah, I think it says celebrate, not celebrate. Me and not knowing how to read some things because it's smudged. But yeah, it's a small piece. It's not terribly big. And let's see, it is about 8 3/4 inches wide or long, and then about 4 1/4 inches wide. So it's a nice dish. Be great to serve like mince or even put some potpourri in there. If you would be interested in this dish, it is going to be $8 and it's number 6. $8, number 6 for the German, I guess it's Luster. Luster? Maybe just German dish. It's $8, number 6 for that if anyone is interested. Or heck, if you wanted to put it in the bathroom, put some soaps on here. Put some soap or maybe even some Q-tips or cotton balls, or on your vanity, put your jewelry in it. Possibilities are endless with this piece. And my next item that I think I offered this a couple of weeks ago. Oh, Karen K takes number 6. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you very much. So this is a luster, looks like a serving bowl here. Now, I think this is the original rattan handle that goes on it. But it's a luster dish. I can, of course, remove the rattan handles on here for shipping purposes, of course. You know what? Let me do that real quick just so you all can see the dish, if it'll let me. Because this thing is kind of a little bit messed up. Yeah, this is kind of falling apart here. And I think you can actually replace these rattan handles. If you purchase this and you don't want the original handle to it, I will, of course, dispose of it properly. This is the most stubborn one right here. Aha, gotcha. Okay. So here's what the plate looks like. And again, it's got the 4 holes for the handle. I can definitely say you probably want to replace that, but if somebody does want the original handle, I will gladly include it in the shipment. But this is what it looks like. It's got floral designs on it, luster, very elegant for the spring and summer, I think. You've got kind of like this bluish aqua color on the outside, and then you've got some really nice floral designs on the inside. Great for serving different things, like if you wanted to do different dips or maybe some crackers and cheese. It's just a great little piece. Or not little, but you get the idea. So this is approximately about 9.5 inches, like from end to end. And if you would be interested in this, it is only $15, and it is number 29. $15, number 29 for the luster divided dish. And again, the handle is included. Oh, take care, Donna. Thank you. The original handle is included. I don't know that you would necessarily want it, but if you are interested in it, I will gladly send it along with the dish. So $15, number 29 for the luster dish. All right. So this piece is very interesting. I have no idea who made it. I got it from a place that was going out of business. You know, when I did a lens search, and like I said, you cannot always trust lens for like glass patterns and things. You got to really do your research on that. This came up as Viking, and I'm like, Viking? There's no way that this is Viking at all. It's a great shade of blue, but the Viking glass does not have bubbles in it. But it is a nice piece of glass nonetheless. And here's what I mean. I think this is Viking. It's either Viking or Ellie Smith. I think it's Viking. But here's Viking glass, or something along the lines of that. Like you see, the blue is not It's not like this. This is still nice, but it's not the same kind of style. Well, I take that back. There is a little bit of bubbling in the glass. I shouldn't say that because I just looked at that much closer, but I just don't think that this is the color that Viking did. But the foot looks interesting on it. And there's a lot of bubbles in the feet. Yeah, that's exactly what I was trying to say, Karen. There's a richer color to it. Hi, Christine. How are you? So there is, there's a couple of, that looks like just a rough spot from manufacturing, not a chip. Little spot right there that's a bit rough, but that's from the manufacturer. That's not an issue, but it's still a really nice piece and would look great amid your glass pieces. If you would be interested in this piece, it is $18 and it's number 27. $18, number 27 for this piece of glass. I don't know who made it exactly. It could be Italian. It could be anything. Because when I did a quick lens search a little while ago, the exact same piece came up, but they said Viking, and I was like, no, that's definitely not Viking. Someone said it looks like an iris. Yeah, it could be an iris. And $18, number 27 for that, if you would be interested. I love the shade of blue. Let me see if the light does anything to it. So if you got a light base for it, this would be a great one. A great piece for it. Oh, yeah, let's do this. I think oh no, I've got 2 other items. So this, I think, would be fantastic for the spring and summer. That's why I decided to bring it. I think I've had it since last summer, believe it or not. I want to say that I bought this when I was up in Scott's neck of the woods. This is a beautiful, I want to say that this was made by Fenton. It does, for sure. This, I believe, is Fenton's Peach Crest. It's got that pink interior. A pinka, you a stinka. And I know Karen was probably just thinking that. Karen K. But yeah, you've got kind of like the clear edges all around, but you can see the hints of pink in it too. I guess, what would you call this? A rose bowl? So it measures about 5.5 inches tall. And in circumference, we are looking at about 16 inches wide, like all around, like the circumference of it. So it's a big one. Let's see if my light does anything. I'm going to be trusting this. Oh, wow, look at that. You put a light in there and it fluoresces in pink. Let me turn both of my lights off so you guys can see that, because that's pretty exquisite. Look at that. You put just a regular light in there and it shows up as this pink color. Isn't that awesome? Put that on a rotating light base. How awesome would that be on display? Let's go ahead and turn this back on. So there's no cracks, no chips or anything like that to this exquisite piece of glass. This can be yours for $25 and it's number 11. $25, number 11 for the, I guess it's Peach Crest by Fenton. It's a stunner. Ruffles and roses, for sure. Again, $25, number 11 for the Fenton Peach Crest Rose Bowl. Oh, Karen K takes that. Thank you very much. All right, so this next set I have to be really, really careful with because it's not glued down or taped down. So this is, I actually found the tray. I couldn't believe it. I thought I had misplaced it, but I didn't. So this is a luster set. It is unfortunately missing one thing right there. So it was supposed to be a 6-piece set, but it's only a 5-piece. A great piece for spring or summer, or even into fall too, because the peach luster looks great at fall time. All pieces do say made in Japan, I think, except for the cruets. I don't think the cruets say it. Oh, no, they do. And the lids on the cruets actually are taped on, so I don't have to worry too much about the damage there. But yep, that's a stunner. So I guess you passed it around like that. That would make me nervous. I wouldn't want to do that. But it looks great. Even with that missing piece, it would just be fantastic on the table if you wanted to use it. What did I do with the price? Did I take it off? Oh, it's right here. So if you would like this salt and pepper shaker set with the cruets and the matching tray that I thought I misplaced, it is going to be $15 for this set here. And it's number 21. $15, number 21 for the luster set. No cracks, chips, or any kind of damage on it. It would be such a great display on a table for any time of the year. So I will be doing a, I guess we can call it a speed round for things that did not sell the first go around. Oh, it definitely would be, Deb. You're right. Okay. So I did have some things. I think we're at the part where I show items that did not sell. So that way it gives them another chance. So the very first item I'd like to re-show from my from the beginning to the end of what I've shared. I have this Scotty Dog wall hanging. I believe that the tail is supposed to be a hook of some sort, so you could put your apron on it, or you could put your maybe like an apron, or didn't I just say apron? An apron or some kind of anything, your keys, whatever you want to put on it. No damage, just some crazing. There is a spot on the Scotty Dog's nose that looked like it was skipped when it was being made. Or a dog leash. Yep, a dog leash is a good one too. And if you would like this piece, it is only $10. Number 27. $10, number 27 for the Scotty Dog dog leash apron wall hook made of ceramic. Oh, Linda takes number 27. Thank you. I also still have one of the Revere Poodle earring holders in good condition with no major issues anywhere on it for $6, number 22. $6, number 22 for the Poodle earring holder. I also still have the Imperial Linux Butterfly paperweight. Only issue is there is some light scratching on the back. It's probably going to be hard to see, but when you get it, you will know what I mean. That is going to be $10, and it's number 7. $10, number 7, for the Imperial Lenox Butterfly paperweight. Also still available is that sheer chiffon scarf. It's yellow, white, and blue. I do see some spots on here, I guess, where the chiffon was pulled a little too tightly all over. I guess that's kind of normal with items like this with age. But I like the fact that it's light. If you wanted to wear it for the spring and summer, it's not going to be too much of a sweat inducer, I guess you could say. So I guess there's a lot of runs in it. This came in a bag of linens that I bought from a booth that was closing, so this could have just been thrown in there with the flaws. If you would like this scarf, it is $5, number 8. $5, number 8, for the chiffon scarf. It's very light. You can still see me through it. Almost like a veil. You may kiss the bride. Could be used, well, I wouldn't say a do-rag, but it looks like I got a wig on. Or look like a babushka. Okay. I also still have the mailbox salt and pepper shakers for $8, number 4. The packages are the salt and pepper shakers themselves, which I think is fantastic. Yeah, we have the same crazy sense of humor, I think. But what's cool is you can hold the handle of the mailbox and when you're handing it to somebody. And there's a little slot here, which I'm not really sure what exactly it was for. I think it was probably for like a spoon, maybe to serve like mustard or something like that that was in another jar. It's still a very cool piece. Again, that is only $8, number 4. Be a great gift for somebody you know who's a mailman or a retired mailman or a mail lady. I thought toothpicks too, because you could fit a small little bunch of them in there, so that's a possibility. I've got the butterfly, which I think was somebody's project back in the day, but they did a very good job on it. That's only $12, number 20. Here's what it looks like. It's got pink and green. This is the bottom of it, so I don't see any maker's mark or anything. I tried doing a lens search, and I just couldn't find anything on it. So it's only $12, number 20. But if it is somebody's project, they did a really good job on it, and it would be a great piece to display and put out for decor. So $12, number 20, if you were interested in that. So I have the Chalkware Poodle. What did I say this measured? So it is about 13 inches tall. He's got some issues, because most chalkware does get chipped, unfortunately. But you could honestly touch that up if you wanted to. And for this black poodle chalkware piece, probably from the 1960s, it is $24. and it's number 19. $24, number 19 for the black chalkware poodle. Now, I would recommend getting something a little bit stronger than the metal hook that is, because it's very loose. That would fall right off the wall. And I also have the Scotch tape tin in yellow and plaid. I may save this for Christmas time if anyone doesn't end up purchasing it today, because I think they sell better that time of year, but you never know. This one is $6, number 24. $6, number 24 for the Scotch tin. The yellow and the green just pop on this. I also have the Bristol question mark vase. The ruffles do have some issues, unfortunately, but they blend right into the vase itself. If you felt around with your hands or your fingers, you would definitely feel it. Like there's one that's noticeable right here, right where my finger, right here, right where my finger is, and right here as well. But like I said, it blends right into this piece. You would have never known it if I hadn't said something. And if you would like the Bristol ruffle vase, it's $15, number 1. $15, number 1 for the Bristol question mark ruffle vase. I will, if anyone does claim this, go over the flaws again and sand them down with a nail file if I missed somewhere, so that way nobody cuts themselves. Oh, I want to forget. I also have the 16 45, I'm sorry, 17 45 records. You're going to get 17 of them for a craft project because they are scratched beyond belief. $16 for 17 records, number 16. So like I said, these would make such a fantastic art project. You glue them together, spatter some paint on them, and it would make a great wall piece. Or heck, you know what I've even seen other people do at record shops that I've been in? They take records that are really beat up, they drill a little hole into them, and they put a string through it, and they dangle them from the ceiling, which is a great idea instead of throwing away a vinyl. So again, $16, number 16 for the records for anybody who wants them for a craft project. 17. I keep saying 16. It's 17 records for $16. Or a coaster. Yeah, that's a good idea too. Oh, I've got the luster, the floral luster dish with the rattan or rattan handle that I pulled off. You can replace these. I know that they still make the rattan handles. I think you can buy them on Amazon, if I'm not mistaken, to replace it, because this one's kind of, it's probably original to the dish. It is going to be $15, number 29 for the divided luster dish. It would be great to serve different things: crackers, cheese, maybe some hummus and olives. Possibilities are endless with this, and it just displays nicely for springtime. Oh, that's a great idea too. 45 records as wallpaper. That's awesome. That would be awesome in like a record room, literally. And my uncle, actually, in the house he used to live in, because he's a big music buff. He's got I think he has a Seaberg jukebox, I think is what it was. Is that a Seaberg jukebox he has? And his room, he had a couch in there, and he had all of his vinyl and a couple of music posters and such. And he's got some really cool stuff. And I remember it as a kid. And now he's been in a different house. He's been in that house for, actually, believe it or not, for almost 2 decades. And he turned his whole basement, or like part of his basement, into his vinyl room, like his record room. And it's really cool. All right. Oh, and the other piece that I have that was still available is this blue. Yeah, you know what? I've seen some other people do that. Like I've seen them in different like shops and everything. It's a good way to recycle them. So I have this blue, someone said it looked like an iris piece of glass with lots of bubbles in it. This is going to be $18, number 27. $18, number 27 for the blue glass. Missing anything else? Oh, the Lester set that I just showed. So I do have that Lester Cruet and Salt and Pepper Shaker set on the original tray. That is $15, number 21, if anyone would be interested in that. So $15, number 21 for that. And I think that covers everything that I would like to share with you all tonight and offer. If you're watching the replay and you see something that you would like and you decide you would like, I can always add it to your order that I will be processing tomorrow. Thank you all again so much for tuning in tonight. I appreciate it. I hope you all had a good time at a very mellow, laxed sale. Make sure you head over to Miss Pam. She starts in about 10 minutes. I will be doing my invoices probably tomorrow. And for those who pay by the end of the day, I will have the items out and ready to head to you all by Monday. It was good to see all of you as well. Be sure and stay tuned for some content next week. I'll probably try to have some pre-recorded videos up and ready for you all. And then, of course, stay tuned to my Thursday sale. I think I'm going to try to do an all ephemera sale this time because I know people do really like the old paper. I do have some magazines. I've got some car ephemera that I've had that I bought within the last year that I'd like to try to move. And yeah, so if that's something that piques your interest, make sure you all come over to my sale on Thursday at 6 p.m. And of course, anything that you buy from that Thursday sale, I can combine with the Saturday stuff. With medium mail, it might be a little bit more tricky because with that, I would ship separately so that way you all don't pay an arm and a leg for a bunch of paper that weighs down or that can be heavy as you add to it. So of course I'll send it out at the same time. It just might be in a different package. So that way your box doesn't get too heavy. So I will see you all in my next video. I am on the road to 5,600 subscribers. So if you have not subscribed, I'm only 5 away. Let's see if we can hit over 5,600 for the week. I would love to see if I can meet that milestone. Maybe by the end of the year, I can get to 6,000. I would love for that to happen, but I will always take what I can get. I don't want to grow too fast. I would love my channel to grow, but I just don't want it to blow up in one day, So I will see you all in my next video. Thank you all again so much for tuning in. Please make sure you go over to Miss Pam, Trisha, and Katie after my sale tonight. And I will see you all the next time. Bye, guys.